If you've ever told yourself this is the last time and then found yourself back in the same habit, if you've woken up with regret, guilt, and confusion, wondering why the part of you that wants to quit keeps losing to the part that doesn't, this message is for you. Greetings, beautiful human. My name is AJ, owner of AJ Inc., Triple M Coaching, founder of our home on the web, hackyourself.net. And this is the first video in our series, Breaking the Spells, where I'm going to teach you symptoms of false beliefs and false identities. And in this first video, we're going to be talking about addiction. So if you've ever found yourself deleting an app and then reinstalling it, throwing the bottle out, buying another one, block a dealer's phone number, then dig through your message, if you've ever promised your partner, your kids, yourself, and still fell back in, if you're used to just white knuckling it for a few days and then spiraling, this video is going to help a lot, because I'm going to show you something that most people don't know about addiction. We're going to uncover a hidden part, a hidden piece that keeps people stuck, and it might help. It might help a lot, because you are not weak. You're not broken. You're not a failure. You are just fighting programming that you didn't create. Addiction is rarely about the substance that we're addicted to or the action that we're addicted to. It's almost always about the identity underneath it. And the key to figuring it out is the emotional patterns that lead up to it, because the addiction is never to the substance or the behavior. The addiction is always to the emotion that that behavior or substance creates after you've engaged in the addiction. Let that sink in for a second. If you've struggled with addiction your whole life, maybe you've been focusing on the thing that you're addicted to. But today, I want you to start switching your focus over to the emotions that drive you to do it, and then ultimately the emotion after you've done it. Because that's the key to stopping it. Once you understand those emotions, you can deconstruct them and find the identity underneath. So we're going to talk about that a little more in this video. Addiction thrives on false identities. Ones like, I'm the one who copes this way. I deserve the escape. Maybe we do, but maybe the escape is hurting us more than what it's giving us. This is who I am in hard moments. I can't handle this alone. I can't feel my emotions safely. All of those thought processes, all of those sets of beliefs together create the identity that gets stuck in an addiction. And those are all driven from beliefs. Beliefs like, my pain is too much. Other people can heal, but not me. If I stop, I'll collapse. Comfort isn't safe unless it's numbing. See, these beliefs are just things that we've formed off of our childhood experience. But once we take a moment and we stop and we look at our experience as an adult, and we take a moment to really reflect with the knowledge that we've gained since we created these beliefs, oftentimes we can see that they're no longer true. So every addictive behavior is just your unconscious mind saying, I don't know how to soothe myself without this identity. And because the identity feels familiar, the habit feels inevitable. Think about that for a moment. You don't relapse because you're weak. You relapse because you're still carrying the identity that you had when the addiction began. So how do we fix it? Well, step one, we identify the emotional moment that drives the habit, because that gives us the starting point. That gives us the start of the pattern, because we're looking for patterns. That's how we solve this. What emotion happens right before the urge hits? Is it shame? Loneliness? Panic? or my favorite, boredom, disconnection, overwhelm. The emotion is the trigger, not the substance. Some people think if I see a bottle of booze, I can't stop if they're addicted to alcohol. Or if I see the Facebook app on my phone, I can't stop. It's not the substance or the behavior. It's the emotion that we feel when we think about it. And that's the first step to unraveling this addiction. Step 2 is naming the addictive identity. We have to figure out what person inside of us is using this addiction as a crutch. Is it the escape artist? The one who numbs? The nighttime comforter? The party version of me? Because once you name this identity, it stops being who you are. You can see it as a set of past emotions that have formed an identity inside of you. You can see it as not yourself anymore. And it makes it easier to separate yourself from that action. Step 3, build a replacement identity. Even if you have to start with a tiny micro version. Because that's the mistake a lot of people make. They try to see themselves perfectly clean from this 10 years in the future, and they compare themselves to that. And they don't realize that it took some time to start this process. It may take time to unravel the process. So we have to start to begin to imagine and begin to visualize who we would be without this addiction. Not the big perfect version, just the next 1% version. What can we do to put space between the feeling and then the action? Can we become right now the one who pauses first? The one who feels for 10 seconds longer? The one who checks in before acting? Or the one who breathes instead of reacting? The identity shift, not the habit change, is what rewires the brain. So we're going to talk about step 4, giving ourselves a 60-second pattern interrupt. Once we've identified that emotional loop that happens, we can become very good at recognizing the moment it begins. And when it does, we can start the 60-second pattern interrupt. Oh, a pattern interrupted is a pattern weakened. So each time we do this, we're weakening the cycle that controls us, and we're beginning to control it. So we need to learn how to stop, how to breathe, a couple of good deep breaths in, put a hand over your chest, acknowledge the emotion. Say, I know I'm feeling blank, whatever you've identified. And say silently to yourself or out loud, I can survive this moment. Because those words, in that moment, seeing the separation between you and this cycle, this cracks the trance. It breaks the spell. So let's take a slow, deep breath in right now. Let it out gently. And think of the last time the last moment that you relapsed or slipped in a habit that you were working on. Just allow your mind to settle in that moment for a minute. Don't judge it. Just notice the emotion behind it. Now, imagine yourself stepping 1 foot back as the adult that you are now. Place a hand over your heart and say, I'm allowed to choose a new identity. Do you feel that tiny shift? That's the beginning of the break. If this stirred something in you, if you even felt a small shift, that means the deeper part of you is ready for healing. The Balanced Life Wheel Mastermind isn't about controlling addiction. It's about transforming the identity that addiction attached itself to. Inside, you'll learn to reprogram the unconscious beliefs that make relapse feel inevitable and build a version of you that no longer needs the old escape. If a quiet part of you is saying yes, then this is your sign. All you need to do is text me. I'm a little old school right now. I don't have a website set up for the Balanced Life Wheel Online Mastermind. So I am taking applications via text right now. So send me a text message to 360-798-2184. You can write the Balanced Life Wheel Online Mastermind info, and I will get in touch with you and we'll talk about when it's going to start.
Yeah.
So I thank you for joining me on this video.
Turn me up. Yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm on the way up. 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 Been a long, long time coming, but I'm on the way up.